Namaste, and a pleasant good evening to each and every one of you. On behalf of Utsav Educational and Cultural Society, Ranjana's Odissi Dance Academy, and Padma Shree and SNA awardee Srimati Ranjana Gauhar, I would like to welcome you to today's interactive session where I ask my Guruji's views on her motivation behind curating the festival Unbound Beats of India. Before I begin the interactive session, let's welcome Guruji, Padma Shri and SNA awardee, Ranjana Gauhar ji. And I'll just read a little bit about Utsav and Guruji herself so that those of you who may not know our institution and about Guruji will get a little insight into what we do here at Utsav. Utsav Educational and Cultural Society is among the foremost cultural institutions of the country based in Delhi, which is working in the field of Indian classical dance for over 33 years. The internationally renowned and highly celebrated Odissi artist, Srimati Ranjana Gauhar, Padma Shri and SNA awardee, who is the founder president of Utsav, has contributed tremendously to propagate and popularize Indian art and culture through performances, seminars, lecture demonstrations, and by organizing dance and music festivals, such as an international dance festival, Unbound Beats for India, for established artists, Sur Tarang, a young dancers festival to celebrate World Dance Day, and Sare Jahan Se Acha in the month of August, where eminent and senior artists celebrate the spirit of India's independence. Utsav is proud to have disciples that have won appreciation at several prestigious events and festivals held in India and abroad. Many students of Utsav have received national and international scholarships. Padma Shri and SNA awardee Guru Ranjana Gauhar is a renowned Odissi guru, dancer, and choreographer. She is a multi-dimensional personality whose interests include theatre, films, painting, and choreography. Guru Ranjana Gauhar has been honored with the prestigious Padma Shri Award in 2003 for her long-standing services in the field of Odissi dance. She is also the recipient of the National Sangeet Natak Academy Award from the President of India in the year 2007, Senior Fellowship for her research in the temple tradition of Odissi dance by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, the Indira Gandhi Priyadarshini Award and the Mahari Award also in 2007, the Delhi Ratna, and many other accolades. As a pioneering artist, Guru Ranjana Gauhar is well known for her extensive training in Chau, Kathak, as well as Manipuri. Guru Ranjana Gauhar has also authored a book titled Odissi, the Dance Divine. She has produced documentaries and serials for Odissi and other classical dance forms. Let us now welcome Guruji and get her thoughts behind motivating and curating this festival. So, my first question, Guruji.
Let me greet my audience.
Yes, you should.
Hello, everyone. Namaskar. And let me begin by greeting all of you with a very, very happy, prosperous, and healthy new year. And now I shall answer Kevin's questions.
Yes. So, the first question, Guruji, what is the motivation behind curating Unbound Beats of India? What gave you that spark?
The spark had been, lying in my heart for a long time. Because when I was myself an upcoming artist, a rather struggling artist, to make a place and space for myself in the field of Odissi dance and in the larger context, Indian classical dance, I found that there were no platforms. And nobody wanted young dancers who were not that well known. They were known in a very small circle or in a small setup, but not really nationally known.
Right.
So it was very difficult for us to have a platform because those days we didn't have the social media
Right.
where
Yes.
we could just showcase, put
Yeah.
up our performances. Unless we got a platform, we had no way of
Correct.
telling people
Mhm.
that we are good, we
Yes.
can dance.
Yes. Which is
And
the difference between
yeah,
yesteryear and this year.
yesteryear and this year, yeah, because this is, I'm talking about early 80s.
Right.
And there was no such thing as mobile and
Right. Internet.
or internets and computers and nothing. So we had to prove our worth
Yes.
only by performing.
Right.
And for that, we needed platform. So I used to feel very frustrated because wherever, I would meet people or tell them that, we don't get opportunities and you have this, or, organizing a festival. So they would say, oh, Ranjana ji, very good, very nice, अच्छा है, आप अच्छा करते हैं, ठीक है. लेकिन हमको ना वो नाम से हमारा ऑडियंस ज्यादा आता है.
Yeah.
So well-known artists with name and with newspaper cuttings, which we didn't have many, we had
Right.
very little to prove and as an evidence.
Right.
They said, no, we can't attract audience, we can't sell tickets. कभी कभी tickets भी sell होती थी.
Right.
आज
So,
तो
as you are giving this example, which brings to the second question, because they're actually interlinked with what exactly you're saying.
Okay.
In your view, and being as a young dancer who is now fallen into this category, why do you think it was so difficult to land performances in the middle category, let's say?
The middle category, um, I mean, are you talking about today or my times?
In your time.
In our times, the middle category didn't exist.
Okay.
Either you are young or you're well known or you're nothing.
Right.
So, middle category as such थी नहीं.
Okay.
तो आपका एक बारी नाम हो गया तो नाम हो गया.
Okay.
आज, today we recognize the established dancer.
Right.
Who is young, full of energy. And that's exactly why I wanted to do this festival. So when I reached a certain amount, I suffered a lot.
Yeah.
You see, and then when I have come to this point where I felt I could create a festival, I could curate a festival, and I could invite and people. I could take the initiative. I had the financial and moral strength. Then I decided I must do something for the young dancers who they're not young as very little, very young, like teenagers.
Yeah.
But they've proven their worth to some extent.
Correct.
And all they need is space and platform.
That's true, yes.
So that is and because they're so full of energy, they are so full of innovative ideas. They are, I really love our younger generation. Everybody who's young in every generation.
Yes.
They have the enthusiasm. They are innovative. They want to do something new. They want to create a space for themselves by doing something unique. And I see this all the time.
Okay. Yes.
I see that in new people.
Yes.
I see in my children, my young dancers who are, you people are not really struggling. You people are lucky.
Yes.
We were not so lucky because, to be honest with you, the gurus also didn't support those days the way we people do for our students.
Yes.
That point is also something to be remembered. Today, the educated gurus who have gone through the hardships, they realize their students need their support. However, coming back to the festival, I really wanted to do a festival for the younger ones who were looking for space, who had fresh energy, and the most important thing at that time I could do, because I had the budget
Yeah.
when I began, was to invite dancers of foreign origin who are practicing Indian classical dance to this festival.
Right.
And that really created a kind of crazy enthusiasm in the
Yes.
audience. I have heard people shouting from the audience, Ranjana ji, we are so happy. You give us so much, so you enrich our lives, our evenings. We look forward to these 2 evenings
Yeah.
where these dances come. Because, in our times, for a foreign dancer doing Indian classical dance and Indian dancer doing the same thing,
Yeah.
to perform on the same platform was not at all easy. Well, I had not seen it.
Right.
I had not seen that in my early days.
Yeah.
So that also created a unique feature of Unbound Beats of India.
So basically, Unbound Beats, you can say, was born because of your experience of the hardships you faced in landing programs at the category that we are in right now.
It always happens like that.
Yeah.
What you suffer, you don't want your children to suffer or your younger generation to
Right.
suffer. But everybody has to go through their own times and
Correct.
circumstances.
Correct.
So I invited many dancers from abroad, from Mauritius, from Iran. One girl, beautiful girl, I remember doing Kathakali.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
That's very interesting.
unheard of. I found them. I don't know how they would come, and
Yeah.
they would introduce themselves and say, Ranjana ji, you're doing this festival, we heard, and we'd like to perform. Then from Germany, Brigitte, Brigitte.
Yes.
From Japan, we had, I forget her name now, very, very beautiful dancer. She was a student of Leela Samsonji.
Okay, nice.
You remember
I think
her?
that was 2013.
I don't remember now which year, but
Because 2013,
such a fine artist.
there was a wide variety of.
She was
foreign
from China,
artists.
not from Japan.
Okay,
She
okay.
was from China. Then from Malaysia, we had Ramli,
Yes.
and a lot of dancers came
Yeah.
from international community who were not Indians, who were of foreign origin.
Yes.
But they are practicing Indian dance, and it's such a joy to see their energy, their enthusiasm, and their commitment. They're so dedicated. They do it with so much love. So Unbound Beats of India really became unbound.
Exactly. I was just about to say that because
Yeah.
of so many artists who are non-Indian, who are doing Indian art. Hence, the title suits correctly. Unbound Beats, because it's not bounded to just India. It's or Delhi. It's for everyone to take part in.
Yeah.
Which makes the festival even more beautiful for young dancers.
That was the whole point. That was the whole point, was to bring their uniqueness, bring their fresh energy and innovation, channelize it, and then release it on these platforms. And it did create a kind of frenzy.
Yeah.
I got terrific response from the artists, from the media, and the audience simply loved it.
So then now that brings to this question as you started. So you can give us, the young ones, after hosting your first Unbound Beats, what was the reaction, not just from the audience, but from fellow dancers from the fraternity, or, it could be from critics or media personality? I'm sure you must have been quite nervous hosting your first Unbound Beats as well.
I was not nervous, I'll tell you honestly. I was not nervous. The only thing that makes me nervous is not having enough money. Which is really a thing we dancers, we artists find hard to get.
Yeah.
But curating a festival, visualizing it, thinking about it, analyzing who will go where, which style should come where, all that is a lot of joy for me.
Right.
I enjoy it. It's my nourishment.
Right.
So it's not nervousness. It's not a stress. It is. I've enjoyed. I've been doing this for the last 13, 14 years, and I have never felt lack of energy to do this.
Yeah.
What I have lacked is finance.
Yeah. So now you can give the feedback, like what you received from the first Unbound Beats. what was the initial reaction from the people who came to see it, media, the
I said
dancers? Yeah.
that they all felt it was a very unique festival,
Yeah.
and it was absolutely absorbing. And people, I mean, we had audience flowing out of the boundaries of the auditorium,
Yeah.
and people fighting to get inside.
That's
That was the kind of response we have been getting.
yeah.
And fortunately, those days there was sponsors available, and we even the Indian government was very open to saying, do as many festivals as you want. We will support you.
Right.
So you see, those were good days.
Yeah.
And one didn't feel that you should hold on. That's why I could do two, three festivals in a year.
Yes. Yes.
But slowly things changed, and
So, seeing that Unbound Beats is for now, we are calling it the middle bracket. But as you said, in the period where you were grooming and in blossoming yourself, it was not in existence. But I'm sure you must have faced this. What I will ask now, being like when you started as a young dancer, is it important for festivals to only showcase senior artists? Because as we know, they'll say, oh, if you call senior artists, they'll
they are
crowd.
crowd
they'll attract
pullers.
Audience. Is
This
it
is
necessary?
True. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree that only senior dancers can be the crowd pullers.
Yeah.
They are very important. They matter, and they should be watched by all, younger generation especially, because they set standards.
Yeah.
They set examples, and they show you the way.
Right.
But the buck doesn't stop there.
Right.
Dance is all about energy. Dance is all about innovation, creative abilities, and the freshness.
Yes.
That the young dancer brings.
Yeah.
That doesn't come with very senior dancers.
Okay.
With due respect to all, it doesn't. I mean, I include myself in that.
Yeah.
My experience may speak a lot.
Correct.
But I cannot bring the energy today that I used to when I was younger.
Right.
So I value that, and I think dance is all about energy.
Right. So, like, I agree with what you're saying. It's good for us also to see seniors when they perform, because they will perform the same things that we are learning and practicing, and we'll see elements that we will not grasp so easily.
Yes.
Just by just watching video on YouTube or learning from a class setting.
You can't. You have to experience it through the senior artist's own churning.
Yes.
All the churning that they have gone through, all the hardships, all the internalizing that they have done.
Yeah.
That you cannot have.
Correct.
That you cannot match. And that's not the idea.
Yes.
I mean, these festivals are not here for comparisons.
Correct.
The festivals are here to have different categories, different types of artists, and let their dance, their art flow.
Yeah, because eventually, like you were saying, it's important to give young dancers a platform.
Yes.
Because eventually, when young dancers get a platform, then only their art is showcased for audiences to like, and then they in turn become crowd pullers.
Correct. Slowly, yes, they will become, depending on their own ability to project their art.
Yeah.
And to do justice to what their gurus have taught them. They will become crowd pullers. They are the crowd pullers of tomorrow. Anyway.
Yeah. Back to one question I had asked about hosting Unbound Beats for the first time. Because I have been in Utsav for quite some time now. Yeah. And how was the response from your fraternity, your fellow dancers in the Delhi scenario? How was their response to hosting a festival, Unbound Beats of India, which is something that you don't see very often for young dancers? What was there?
A very beautiful response, because all of them wanted, mere student ko nahi, agli bari zarur lena hai.
Yes.
आपने मेरे स्टूडेंट को इस बारी चांस नहीं दिया, अगली बारी जरूर चांस देना है, और यू नो,
Yeah,
एंड व्हाई नॉट,
correct.
व्हाई नॉट. तो
Right.
ये तो होता ही है. Other dancers would want their students to perform on a platform which is uh, attracting so much audience,
Right.
and which is creating so much stirring the fraternity.
Right. So, how do you feel now that we are in a different, let's use the word dynamic altogether? The world has changed in the last few months.
Yeah.
And because of the pandemic, there's a lot of restrictions of the way we used to know life as we, have lived. And as we've seen, the art fraternity has had to adjust quite a huge bit. Classes have gone online. Students are not able to interact one on one, as you know. So, how do you feel about this shift from the auditorium to online for hosting this version of Unbound Beats that we are having at the present moment?
I was quite apprehensive about this shift for curating a festival and to give it the feel of being, shown as a stage performance,
Right.
and as if you're sitting in the audience.
Yeah.
I was apprehensive, but as things are progressing, from the shoot to the editing to the final product that is shaping up and almost taken its shape, I am very relieved. I am very relieved. I'm very happy, and I feel that perhaps we have achieved a certain amount of that feel, that essence, the essence of experiencing the performance is different when you do it online, and it's very different when you go and watch in the auditorium. But I think here the effort has been to relive the stage experience, and let's see, let the audience decide. Why should I decide that? I'm sure all of you will tune in and watch this, because we've worked very hard to make you feel, the audience, that you are actually watching it on the stage and you are in the auditorium. It's live. That's the whole purpose.
So throughout the years of having Unbound Beats, it's been quite some time now. I think its inception was in 2007. So from 2007 till now, what has been the response at large? Do you get a lot of emails? Do we get a lot of inquiries about this festival?
Of course.
Has it blossomed into something like the talk of the town?
Well, that's not for me to speak. That's not for me to speak. But what I can say is that I do get a lot of inquiries. Lot of dancers keep sending their profile, their messages, their on emails, on WhatsApp. We'd like to perform in your festival. Please give us a chance. And we try to bring as many as we can, and we are doing as much as we can, really, because everybody should be included. This is everybody's festival, not for any particular.
Right. So, what do you think is the future of this festival, and are you preparing anyone to take over?
You?
Take it for
You? Are you not learning the way I'm grinding you in the, mixie, and the way I make you work?
Yes.
I think, and I try it. I mean, whoever wants to learn, I cannot push my ideas and my thoughts on everyone.
Right.
But there has to be a person who's willing, and who wants to learn, and who wants to go into this.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I have found you, and I hope others will come forward also, will be more forthcoming. The younger generation of Utsav, they should come, and they should share the responsibility. The idea is they have to give time and they have to share the
Right.
responsibility. Whoever is interested, even someone outside Utsav, why not?
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it.
So for you, Unbound Beats, the future of Unbound Beats is basically for the young dancers, to be done by the young dancers, or
And for the young dancers, by the young dancers, and organized by the young dancers. That is the ultimate. Why should I continuously be at it?
right?
Let the younger people organize also, na, of Utsav. Let Utsav be there. Let the platform of Utsav be there. But let the younger people take over the responsibility, take over the coordination, contact everyone, make sure things run.
Yes.
Those nitty gritty things, they have to be worked and they have to be thought about very carefully. Festivals don't happen in a dream like situation. They happen because you work for them.
Yes.
And you work towards ensuring they happen.
Correct. That's true. So before we conclude today's interactive session, is there any word of advice that you'd like to give to the young dancers who are watching? Because as you are chatting, a lot of people are saying, Pranam Guruji, so nice to see you, Guruji. Do you have any words of advice for those who may have an
No, but in what context are you asking me?
who may have like that desire to start a festival but don't know how to begin, where to begin? Do you have any advice in that sense? Like, what are the steps you think they should take?
I don't know. Nobody taught me. Nobody taught me. It's first of all, you have to have a passion to do things for others, not just that I have to dance.
Yes.
You have to get out of that as a dancer. If you're a dancer and you want to curate a festival, you have to first learn to give. There are many dancers who are very good, excellent in their work, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to uh, create platform for others.
Right.
They feel that people should invite us and we'll perform.
Okay.
But we don't want to do it.
Right.
So that category we are not talking about. If somebody wants to do it, then you have to connect. You have to connect with people. You have to understand the pulse of the audience. You have to understand what works in terms of styles, what combinations you should have, what choice of artists. A lot of people go to their gurus and ask them to recommend, which is a very good idea. Because the guru's prestige is also involved.
Yes.
So the guru will make sure that the best student is performing in a particular festival, XYZ, whatever it is.
Yes.
So that I feel is a good way of beginning. If you are not sure who to choose, how to go about it, the best thing is to approach the gurus, ask them, please suggest your best answer, or who you would like to send.
Yes.
And then move on from there. That's a good way, I think.
I agree. And one thing had popped up on the comments because everybody knows about Guru Shishya Parampara. So, give some last words before we close on a small thing about keeping this tradition alive in the present day scenario.
First of all, we must remember that the classical arts are not possible without understanding the Guru Shishya Parampara. These are, it's okay to go to school, to learn, to do your 12th, and then to do your university, do your graduation, post-graduation, and all that, blah, blah. And you can forget about your teachers. This is something which this art of classical dance or music, these two streams particularly, I find are not possible without Guru Shishya Parampara. As traditionally we understand that the Guru becomes not only to teach the movement or to teach the Shastras, but is a guiding spirit and makes sure the mm, growth of the child as a human being, as the development of the character of the child, and instilling good values, teaching them how to respect art and artists. See, I find even in my own students, I feel very disturbed by the fact that they have no etiquettes of how to share or respect, show respect to their guru. These etiquettes are very important. Many students, they think, touching feet and my job is done. And TK, she's teaching me, so what? If you keep that attitude, you don't go very far. Because the guru you have to touch the heart. This is the Guru Shishya Parampara, where the bonding is of emotional bonding, where the heart is bonded. And then a guru will give his best or her best, and the Shishya will get the best. And she will also start giving her best. Because it is not a one-way traffic. It's not a one-way traffic. I think bonding at a personal level, at an emotional level, and more importantly, to learn the etiquettes of what a guru is and how to treat even your fraternity. There has to be a certain decorum, certain discipline, certain तहजीब जिसे कहते हैं. हिंदी में उर्दू में एक बड़ा खूबसूरत शब्द है जो सब कुछ कह देता है, वो है तहजीब. तहजीब आनी चाहिए, तरीका आना चाहिए. सिर्फ डांस आ जाने से ही बात नहीं बनती है, या गाना आ गया आपको तो आप बहुत महान कलाकार बन गए. नहीं, तहजीब बहुत जरूरी है.
We have a question from Asutosh Behera. Nowadays, Odissi Abhinay is not choreographed, touching the root in tradition. आजकल traditional old Odia songs में क्यों नई अभिनय कोरियोग्राफी ने किया जा रहा?
आजकल मुझे पता नहीं है, मैं तो करती हूँ. और आप उड़िया हैं तो आपको पता होगा, बीती लत जामिनी एक ऐसा खूबसूरत उड़िया गीत है जो पिछले 80 साल से 70 साल से रेडियो पे चल रहा है उड़ीसा में, लेकिन किसी ने उसके ऊपर अभी नहीं बनाया. मैंने बनाया है, मैंने उस पर काम किया है. मैंने कुछ हिंदी के भक्ति कवियों को भी बहुत उन पे काम किया है. और I have tried to go beyond. मैंने उड़िया सॉन्ग also a very lesser known song, Radha Rani Shonge Nache Murali Pani. It's a song which is a great hit in Odisha, and I could not perform in Odisha if I did not include that in my repertoire. And today my students also, they love performing it, and they always perform it in Odisha, especially because it's a much loved item. तो उड़ीसा में नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन उड़ीसा के बाहर ये हो रहा है. उड़ीसा में क्या ट्रेंड चल रहा है मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. I'm sorry, but I don't know what the gurus want to achieve. I don't know what is their goal.
Okay. I guess we don't have any other questions. So
Okay.
Would you like to say a final message to the audience before we close?
बस मैं तो ये कहूँगी that please all of you join in on the 9th and 10th at 7 p.m. on both the days and enjoy the beautiful dancers. We have two of Utsav's stars, Brinda Chadda and Vinod Kevin Bachan. उसके अलावा बाकी सारे भी gems हैं, stars हैं. We have Srimati Vidhalal, Srimati Ragini Krishnan, and we have Dakshina Vaidyanathan Bagel.
Dakshina Vaidyanathan Bagel.
I'm still getting used to it, Dakshina. Please forgive me if I'm... for me, you are Dakshina, the little baby that we have known. And Rakesh Sai Babu, such a fantastic chow dancer, and his fantastic Bharatnatyam dancer wife Priya. Both of them will be doing duet, and that's going to be a unique experience because I don't think audience has seen Bharatnatyam and chow combination as a duet. So, see, this is what I say. They bring uniqueness. They bring new energy, innovative ideas. That's why I love younger people. I love working with them and I love encouraging them also. So, I look forward to your viewership on both the days. Do let us know what you think of this festival because we have tried to create something which we want you to enjoy, learn something from, and be entertained at the same time. Because a classical dance has three E's. One E is for education, second E is for entertainment, and the third E is for elevation. I hope your spirits are elevated when you watch this. Thank you. Namaskar.
Before we close, there's one comment.
Mhm.
Um, it's always motivating. This is from Meenakshi Mondol. It is always motivating to hear you, Guruji.
Mhm.
I really liked what you said about people having to let go and passing their knowledge on to others and giving the responsibility to their students. And I really look forward to learning from you. Lots and lots of respect. This was from Meenakshi Mondol.
Meenakshi, how are you? Good to hear from you. Anita Arya ji kya keh rahi hain kuch?
Jivan Prakash Das.
Uh-huh.
They are all blessed who learned from you and myself also because many things I learned and your encouragement for me is always great. So thank you, Didi.
You're welcome, Jeevan.
So
You're a great support for our music.
there's a question. I don't know if you would like to answer this.
What is it?
Namaskar, ma'am. It's from Shekhar Suman Maji. I'll read it in English. Why mostly Odissi songs is going towards Hindustani?
Odissi songs?
Yeah, Odissi songs. Why Odissi dance songs? Why it's mostly moving towards that Hindustani style?
In terms of music?
Yeah.
I don't know. I try my best not to move in that direction. I don't know what makes you think that because Odissi music is so rich. Odissi music is so beautiful, and that's one of the reasons how I got attracted to Odissi dance is its music. And if it did not have that authentic music, and today you know that it has got a status of a classical, independent classical stream. It's like Hindustani, like Carnatic. So is Odissi music having an independent identity of its own. It is today established and acknowledged by all the art institutions, Government of India, everybody. If people are doing it, it's unfortunate, but maybe as an experiment. If it is a one-time experiment, it's okay. One must try something because people also do Bharatnatyam on Western music, which is classical. And I think as an innovation, it's worth trying. Everything is worth trying. A lot of Kathak dancers have danced on with Spanish dancers on their music. So this kind of innovation, this kind of combination is not a bad idea, but we cannot make it a regular thing. Otherwise, we will lose our traditional arts. Traditional arts means they carry forward the tradition. परंपरा को आगे ले जाना ही इस कला का काम है और हमारा दायित्व है as gurus to take it forward.
Okay, so on behalf of Utsav Educational and Cultural Society, Ranjana's Odissi Dance Academy, and Padma Shree and SNA awardee Guru Ranjana Gauhar, we would just like to remind you once again that what ma'am has said, that Unbound Beats of India is happening on the 9th and 10th of January, which is Saturday and Sunday, from 7 p.m. and it will be live on Facebook and YouTube. Do follow us on our Utsav's page on Facebook and Guru Ranjana Gauhar's page on YouTube for further updates about this festival. We do look forward to your viewership and we thank you on behalf of the Utsav family. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Hello everyone. I would like to invite you to join us in celebrating the new year with our forthcoming festival, Unbound Beats of India. It will be live on Facebook and YouTube on the 9th and 10th of January, 7 p.m. onwards. Looking forward to your viewership and blessing the young, talented, beautiful dancers. Namaskar.